What is happening, Scoop Troop? Get ready to dive headfirst into the most electrifying updates from the world of entertainment and beyond. The news cycle is spinning faster than ever, and we've got the inside track on everything you need to know. From massive sequel confirmations to who might be joining the biggest teams, you won't want to miss a single second of this. We're breaking down the biggest stories that have everyone talking, so buckle up, because this is Sheeran's Scoop, and we're going live. First up, the Man of Steel is getting a sequel, and one of his key allies is already dropping hints that she's ready to fly back into action. Get ready for a deep dive into who's confirmed and who's rumored to be joining this highly anticipated return. Will the whole gang be back? We've got the details that will have you buzzing. Then, we're dissecting who else could be assembling for this epic cinematic event. With a galaxy of DC heroes out there, who is most likely to make an appearance? We're talking about potential team-ups, surprise cameos, and the heroes that fans are desperately hoping to see share the screen. The speculation is wild, and we're here to break it all down. But that's not all. We're also exploring the inspirations behind the upcoming blockbuster, drawing parallels to iconic comic book runs that could shape the future of this universe. What classic storylines are being brought to life, and how will they influence the new cinematic vision? We've got the deep cuts for the true fans. And finally, we're looking at how a legendary comic series' unique dynamic might be the blueprint for a new wave of heroes. Could a beloved, albeit quirky, league be the next big thing? We're exploring the characters and the potential for a project that could redefine the superhero team-up genre. Stick around, because you absolutely do not want to miss this. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for all the latest scoops, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's get into it. Hawkgirl confirms return. The Man of Steel is set to grace the silver screen once again, and the buzz is already deafening. James Gunn, the visionary behind this new DC era, has officially confirmed that a sequel to the blockbuster, Superman, is in the works, now titled Man of Tomorrow. This exciting announcement, made on September 3rd, sent shockwaves through the fandom, especially when paired with the release of 3 distinct pieces of artwork teasing the film's direction. Set to soar into theaters on July 9, 2027, Man of Tomorrow promises to build upon the phenomenal success of its predecessor, which captivated audiences and dominated the box office, earning a remarkable $612 million worldwide. David Corenswet is confirmed to return as the iconic Man of Steel, and Nicholas Hoult is reprising his role as the formidable Lex Luthor, complete with his signature warsuit, hinting at a direct, personal confrontation. But the biggest tease comes from Isabella Merced, the talented actress portraying Hawkgirl. Moments after Gunn's announcement, Merced took to her Instagram stories, resharing the official Superman 2 artwork and adding a simple yet potent caption: "See you soon." This cryptic message has ignited fervent speculation that not only will Hawkgirl be back, but the entire Justice Gang assembled in the first film, including Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern Guy Gardner, Eddie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific, and Anthony Carrigan as Metamorpho, could be reuniting for this highly anticipated sequel. While Fillion and Gathegi have offered only suggestive comments about their potential involvement, Merced's direct confirmation is a massive win for fans eager to see this ensemble of heroes back in action. The synergy between these characters in the first film was a highlight, and the prospect of their continued adventures as allies to Superman against Luthor's machinations is incredibly exciting. The inclusion of the Justice Gang in Man of Tomorrow could signal a broader strategy by Gunn to flesh out the DC universe with compelling team dynamics, drawing from beloved comic book inspirations to create a rich and interconnected narrative. The fan reaction to Merced's tease has been overwhelmingly positive, with social media platforms abuzz with excitement. Many are interpreting her message as a clear indication that the core Justice Gang members will indeed be part of Man of Tomorrow, potentially playing significant roles in Superman's conflict with Lex Luthor. Analysts are noting that the successful integration of these characters in the first film makes their return a logical and highly anticipated next step, further solidifying the foundation of Gunn's DC universe. The potential for these heroes to develop their own storylines while supporting Superman's arc is a key talking point among the fanbase. But will this Justice Gang be the only heroes assembling? Get ready, because next, we're diving deep into the full roster of DC heroes who could potentially make an appearance in Man of Tomorrow. Who's joining the league? Casting speculation heats up for Superman 2. The announcement of Superman 2, Man of Tomorrow, has officially landed, and with it comes a tidal wave of speculation about which DC heroes will join David Corenswit's Man of Steel in his next cinematic outing. Set for a July 9, 2027 release, the sequel, helmed by James Gunn, is already building immense anticipation. Following the successful introduction of the Justice Gang in the first Superman film, comprising Hawkgirl, Green Lantern Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and Metamorpho, fans are eager to see if this team will return and who else might be recruited. Isabella Merced's recent social media tease, "See you soon," strongly suggests her reprisal as Hawkgirl, fueling hopes for the entire gang's comeback. Eddie Gathegi, who plays Mr. Terrific, offered a cryptic, "Where does the story go next?" Can't wait to see it, adding to the mystery surrounding the supporting cast's involvement. Beyond the established Justice Gang, the possibilities for new additions are vast and exciting. Supergirl and Krypto, slated for their own 2026 space adventure in Supergirl, could theoretically return to Earth and join Superman in his fight against Lex Luthor. This would provide a powerful familial link and expand the scope of the DC universe. Furthermore, John Cena's Peacemaker, who has become a fan favorite and was integrated into the DCU through his own series and a rumored role in Peacemaker Season 2, is also rumored to have a part in Man of Tomorrow. His unique brand of anti-heroism could offer a compelling dynamic. Aaron Pierre, set to debut as Green Lantern John Stewart in the Lanterns series, fueled speculation with an enthusiastic, "Yes, indeed," under Gunn's announcement post, hinting at a potential appearance. James Gunn himself has previously mentioned a prioritization of a Wonder Woman film, making her potential cameo in Man of Tomorrow a possibility, especially as it could serve to further establish her presence in the developing DCU. Even Gunn's Batman, from the Batman Part II, could theoretically make an appearance, setting the stage for the brave and the bold. The sheer breadth of characters that could be integrated, from established allies to new recruits, underscores Gunn's ambitious vision for a connected DC universe. This influx of potential heroes has ignited a firestorm of discussion online. Fans are meticulously dissecting every comment and social media post, creating elaborate theories about team-ups and plotlines. Analysts believe that Gunn's strategy of weaving various characters and projects together will be key to the success of the new DCU, with Man of Tomorrow serving as a crucial nexus point. The community is particularly excited about the prospect of seeing characters like John Stewart and potentially Wonder Woman interact with Superman and his allies, further enriching the narrative tapestry. But what classic comic book sagas are inspiring this epic sequel? Prepare yourself as we delve into the comic origins that are shaping the future of Superman on the big screen. Superman sequel, Man of Tomorrow sets 2027 release date. DC fans rejoice. James Gunn has officially pulled back the curtain on the highly anticipated sequel to the blockbuster Superman, revealing its title, release date, and a tantalizing hint at its storyline. Titled Superman, Man of Tomorrow, the film is slated to land in theaters on July 9, 2027, a strategic move that places it within a carefully curated slate of upcoming DC projects. This release follows the 2026 debut of Supergirl, starring Millie Alcock, and precedes Matt Reeves' The Batman Part II, scheduled for October 1, 2027. The announcement, made via Instagram, confirms David Corenswit's return as the Man of Steel and Nicholas Hoult as his arch-nemesis, Lex Luthor. The original Superman film, released this summer, was a resounding success, breaking box office records and becoming one of the year's highest-grossing films, with a worldwide total of approximately $612 million. This strong performance has undoubtedly paved the way for the sequel, with Warner Bros. Eager to capitalize on the momentum. The most significant revelation from Gunn's announcement was a piece of artwork depicting Superman in a direct confrontation with Lex Luthor, who is prominently featured in his iconic warsuit. This visual cue strongly suggests that Man of Tomorrow will adapt some of Luthor's most classic storylines, where his advanced, power-enhancing armor is used to directly counter Superman's abilities. In the first film, Luthor's attempts to defeat Superman involved a clone, a plan that ultimately failed. The introduction of the warsuit signifies a shift towards a more personal, physical, and technologically driven conflict between the two titans. This inclusion is a nod to dedicated DC fans who recognize the warsuit as a symbol of Luthor's unwavering determination and ingenuity in his battle against the Man of Steel. The film's cast will see Corenswit and Holt joined by Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, and the supporting cast includes Eddie Gathegi, Nathan Fillion, Isabella Merced, and Anthony Carrigan, all of whom played key roles in the first film. Familiar faces like Jimmy Olsen, Perry White, and the Kent family are also expected to return, grounding the epic narrative. The confirmation of the sequel and the hints about Luthor's warsuit have generated immense excitement within the DC fanbase. The success of the first Superman film, with its $351.8 million domestic and $259.8 million international gross, has set high expectations for Man of Tomorrow. Industry analysts are pointing to the strategic release window and the focus on iconic storylines as key factors that could contribute to the sequel's success, further expanding the DC universe under Gunn's leadership. The narrative direction, promising a more direct confrontation between Superman and Luthor, is being widely praised for its potential to deliver a thrilling and character-driven story. But how do these epic battles and character dynamics connect to legendary comic book teams? Get ready as we explore the comic inspirations that are shaping the future of Superman on the big screen. Justice Gang's roots. Is Justice League International the blueprint for DCU? It's becoming increasingly clear that James Gunn's vision for the DC universe, particularly his Justice Gang, introduced in the Superman film and seen in Peacemaker, draws heavily from the iconic 80s and 90s Justice League International comic series. This legendary run, penned by Keith Giffen and J.M. DeMatteis with art by Kevin Maguire, featured a less conventional lineup of heroes, often led by the enigmatic Maxwell Lord. Key members like Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, and Metamorpho were central to the JLI's adventures, and their parallels to the Justice Gang are undeniable. This strong inspiration suggests that Gunn might be laying the groundwork for a Justice Gang project, potentially a series on HBO Max that mirrors the episodic, often sitcom-like nature of the original JLI comics, while reserving the Justice League title for a future ensemble of DC's A-list heroes like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. The question now is, who else could join this Justice Gang if it were to embrace the JLI spirit? Building on the established characters from Superman, the comics offer a treasure trove of potential recruits. Justice League International famously revitalized characters like Blue Beetle Ted Kord and Booster Gold, transforming them into a beloved duo of former billionaires and lovable losers with a knack for chasing women and getting into trouble. Given Gunn's previous announcement of a Booster Gold show, pairing him with his best friend Ted Kord in a Justice Gang project makes perfect sense. The series also introduced Fire and Ice, originally obscure characters from the Global Guardians who became the female counterparts to Blue and Gold, serving as essential members and often providing a crucial balance to the team's more boisterous personalities. Ice, in particular, was often portrayed as the only one who could truly see past Guy Gardner's abrasive exterior. Further potential recruits from the JLI roster include Mr. Miracle and his formidable wife, Big Barda. While an animated adaptation of Tom King and Mitch Gerads, Mr. Miracle series is planned for HBO Max. Their live-action integration into the Justice Gang could be a significant draw. Their unique backstory, involving escape from apocalypse and a life amidst the carnival, adds a distinct flavor. Even Shazam, formerly Captain Marvel, an early JLI member whose kid in an adult body persona perfectly suited the comic's comedic tone, could be a viable, albeit recast, option for Gunn, given his penchant for blending humor with superheroics. Martian Manhunter, often the heart of the Justice League, could also find a home in a Justice Gang series, providing the grounding presence that Gunn might be seeking for this more eclectic team. Gunn himself has expressed interest in casting Chukwudi Iwuji in a future DCU role, and he would be an ideal fit for the Martian Manhunter. Other notable JLI members like Elongated Man, Sue Dibney, and Rocket Red also offer compelling possibilities. The fan community is buzzing with excitement about the potential for a JLI-inspired Justice Gang project. The unique blend of humor, character-driven stories, and ensemble dynamics that defined Justice League International is seen as a perfect fit for Gunn's creative sensibilities. Many believe that focusing on a Justice Gang project first allows for the development of a strong foundation and a dedicated fanbase before potentially assembling the heavy hitters for a future Justice League film. But which of these incredible stories is capturing the most attention? Stay tuned as we reveal the top trending news that has everyone talking. And that's a wrap on today's hottest scoops. We've got Hawkgirl confirmed for Superman 2, a galaxy of heroes potentially joining the Man of Steel, iconic comic storylines set to inspire the sequel, and a legendary team dynamic possibly shaping the future of the DCU. Don't miss any of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe to Sheeran Scoop for all your essential updates, ring that notification bell so you're always in the know, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all our socials to stay connected. We'll see you next time.